Nursing home neglect can occur in many ways. People can develop bed sores. They fall. They are sexually abused. They are taken advantage of. I've had cases where people have choked because they weren't being supervised. Just general taking away somebody's dignity can be neglect. Failing to clean them can be neglect. There are many, many forms of neglect that take place in nursing homes. Many clients call us because they're concerned that a loved one in a nursing home is being neglected or abused. There are many things that they can do to report this. The first thing they should do is document whatever they believe is happening or not happening that is causing the neglect to the nursing home administrators. There is an ombudsman who is available to these people. That is a volunteer service that someone can call for assistance. The ombudsman will then investigate the situation and try to correct it. Another thing someone can do if they are concerned that a loved one is being neglected or abused in a nursing home is they can file a complaint with the Department of Health, and the Department of Health will conduct an investigation. However, the Department of Health investigations aren't always as thorough as you would like, and they don't always find what the clients would anticipate. And finally, they can consult an attorney. The attorney cannot do much to remedy the situation that is occurring, but the attorney can put the nursing home on notice of a potential claim. They can start a lawsuit, and they can make sure that the family or the victim is compensated for the neglect that has occurred. If someone has a loved one in a nursing home and they are concerned about the person being neglected or abused, the best thing that person can do is to be involved in their care. They should visit the resident as frequently as possible. They should report any incidents, and they should document it in writing to the nursing home staff and the nursing home administrator, and just be aware of generally what is going on. And by being involved, first of all, the nursing homes treat those residents differently because they know the family is involved. If the family is difficult, that even helps even more. I am not suggesting that anyone be difficult in order to prevent neglect, but sometimes they have to be. Sometimes they just have to be, a pain in the neck to the staff at the nursing home in order to get the care that the resident needs. But being involved in visiting goes a very long way in preventing neglect. Ultimately, the nursing home or assisted living facility is the entity that's responsible or is held liable for the neglect of the resident. There are occasions where the doctors are negligent and they are also found liable, and there are situations where the nurses can also be found liable. But it's my experience that most of the neglect that occurs in nursing homes is a result of understaffing. It's the result of the owners of the nursing homes putting profits over people. They want to make as much money as possible. They want to keep the expenses as low as possible. And it is the nursing home and their owners that are ultimately responsible for the neglect and abuse that occurs in nursing homes. Damages that are available in nursing home neglect cases are generally pain and suffering, violations of the public health law, and sometimes punitive damages. If the care is so egregious that it rises to the level that would justify a punitive award, that can be available to the resident or the resident's family in the event that the resident has passed away as a result of the neglect. Additionally, any out-of-pocket expenses that are incurred. In nursing home situations, we've had rare situations where there are actual out-of-pocket expenses incurred because most of the expenses are covered by Medicare or Medicaid. But there are situations where someone has incurred out-of-pocket expenses and they can be compensated for that as well. The Rizzuto Law Firm has been handling nursing home neglect cases for over 20 years. The attorneys in this firm have over 100 years of combined experience in representing victims of nursing home abuse and neglect. Clients come to us in several ways. A lot of clients are referred by their friends or people they know. A lot of clients come to us because they are referred by other attorneys, and a lot of clients find us online. However they come to us, the reason they hire us is because of our experience. We are responsive, we make them feel comfortable, and we gain their trust. Our current and our past clients would say our firm fights hard. We fight hard from the beginning. We keep them informed throughout the process. We are responsive to their needs. When they call or they email, we get back to them immediately. And when they call the office, they will always speak to a live person. And I find a lot of people appreciate that as opposed to having to dial in through voicemail. Client communication, especially in personal injury cases, is essential. And it is the key to succeeding in any one of these cases and every one of these cases. Because in order for us to succeed in doing our job, the client has to know what's going on. The client has to know what's expected of them. And we do that. We tell the clients from the initial intake what the process is, what we expect of them, and what they should expect from us. The Rizzuto Law Firm is a small firm, but we're not a solo firm. We have several attorneys that work here. All the attorneys are capable of handling cases from intake through trial. We've all tried cases. We're all capable of trying cases, and the insurance companies know that we are a litigation firm and we will go to trial if we're not presented with a fair offer. The advantage of hiring a firm like us is every person in the firm, whether it's the support staff or the attorneys, is virtually familiar with every case that's in our office. We have a case management system that we can all access in order to answer any questions if a client calls and the person who is assigned to the file is unavailable. One other main advantage of hiring our firm and a firm of this size, but specifically our firm, is that our staff has worked together for a long time. We've had attorneys here for over 20 years that started when they were in law school. We've had support staff that have been here 15, 20, and over 25 years. During an initial consultation on a nursing home neglect case, we rarely deal with the victim of nursing home neglect. We're usually dealing with the family members or their estate. In those situations, we walk the person who is retaining us through the entire process. We explain to them what nursing home neglect is. We explain to them what we need to do in order to be successful in proving a case of neglect against the nursing home. We explain to them what they can expect from us as far as the attorneys and the staff in pursuing this matter. And we explain to them what is expected from them in order to help us get a successful result for them.